annual Prairie Farms Holiday Boys Basketball Classic. Scott Kirby, Josh Komnick, Ryan All, Paula Kodat back at the studio. A little bit of a late tip today, Josh, as the game before ours.
We've been on a roll with that. I mean,
we are never on time.
No, what's going on with that? Early in the year, we were pretty good over at Roy S. for the Thanksgiving tournament. And ever since then, it's been
wait. Hurry up and wait.
Bad timing,
and they don't pay us overtime.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry to inform you of that.
A lot of Railer Nation made their way down. Looks like, Scott, looking through the stands here before the game's good. Not fully crowded as far as the whole place, but the bottom row section is pretty full, and see a lot more of Railer Nation here today.
A lot of red and green.
Yeah.
I see a lot of purple. I know Collinsville fan base. We've had several compliments over the years, Josh, of how well disciplined our team is, and how well mannered they are and fun to watch. And just had a gentleman a little bit ago from Triad. His son was a freshman, and he was at Quincy back in the day for some of those matchups.
It wasn't that far ago, because he said it was 97, 98. That's when I played, so it wasn't that long ago.
You're 40.
That was only 3 years ago.
Yeah, but you're 40.
But I'm a man. Me and Mr. Gundy from Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I'm a man. But
Collinsville is after us. No, I'm sorry, they're not.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Yeah, they're after us at 12 o'clock. They've got a little excitement going on in their ball. I mean, they're undefeated.
They're undefeated. They're
one of the top teams in 4A. And
we saw them down in Edwardsville against Morgan Park, and a good ball team there. So could get very interesting tonight, leading up till Monday.
Yeah, let's just hope the Railers
take one game at a time.
Do their job here, and let's play at 6:30 for a good one going for the Final Four here.
Agreed.
Getting ready for the starting lineups. Looks like the Railers will be the guest on the scoreboard. So Scott, don't get confused with that now. Railers are going to be in their red jerseys with green numerals, white around the outline. Coach Greg Alexander gives us a wink. I'm not sure if it was for me or Ryan, but looks like he's ready to go.
I'm going to guess Ryan.
Think so?
Yeah.
All coaches in dark pants today with the Under Armour Railer quarter zip fleeces. The Belleville Lancers will be the home team on the scoreboard. They'll be in the white uniforms. Game after the Railers will be Eisenhower. Decatur Eisenhower will be taking on the host school, the K-Hawks from Collinsville. Also winners last night. Was that Quincy win that? Madison will be taking on Springfield Southeast. Southeast was a winner over Rockford East last night, and then Madison defeated Quincy. So it'll be Madison and Springfield Southeast later on this afternoon. Starting lineups for the Railsplitters under the direction of Coach Neil Alexander. First one out, wears the number 1, a 6'3" guard, Will Ewald. Next out is the other senior, 6 foot, wears the number 2, is Cameron Whiteman. 5'10", a junior, wears the number 3, is Dylan Singleton. Another junior out for Coach Alexander, a 6'4" junior, wears the number 4, Hollinger, and the leading scorer for the Railers, 6'3" and a senior, number 5, Caden Foby. Also on the bench with head coach Neil Alexander is Coach Ewald, Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, and Mr. Bird Farmer. Missing in action is Josh McClellan and Zach Dom. Now we'll have the starting lineups for the Belleville East Lancers. First man out, wears the number 1, is the 6'4" sophomore, Braxton Stacker. Braxton Stacker had 22 points yesterday. Next man out, number 2, 6'3" and a junior, is Ryan Stevenson. A 6'1" junior, wears the number 3, is Ethan Brown. Number 5 is Jordan Pickett. He's a 6'1 freshman. And Eric Wade is a 6'3 senior, wears the number 20, had 22 rebounds yesterday for the Lancers, and their head coach is Mr. Jeff Creek.
This morning's tip-off is brought to you by Jim Examus Ford Lincoln. You won't believe all the exciting pre-loved vehicles on the lot at Jim Examus Ford Lincoln on Lincoln's west side. Choose from quality pre-owned vehicles that have been put through the 172-point award-winning service inspection. There's no better time than now to put yourself behind the wheel of a quality pre-owned vehicle. Give Brad Centers or Kevin Riggs at Jim Examus a call at 217-732-2111 and let them put you in a new ride. All set today, Josh, as the Railers and the Lancers get set to tip. And as always, our big man, number 4, Landon Hollinger, and number 20, for the Lancers, Wade, set to tip.
Give you a real quick stat. The Railers are 21 years here in Collinsville, 50-25, now 51-25 here in Collinsville.
Railers control the opening tip. There's an alley-oop to Singleton. Try to get it down low, but couldn't get there.
Yeah, it didn't work
as
there.
Brown was there to intercept the pass. Now he'll travel, get to the lane. Ooh, boy, there's a foul.
Dillon looks like he's got 2 fouls already. A little feistier.
Railers being very aggressive as Wade gets to the rim. No good. Rebound Singleton. Looks like the refs are letting the contact go today, John.
Yeah, they had a lot of fouls called early in that Monday line fouling game. A lot of fouls called in that game. Not ticky-tack, but very physical. And as you said, I thought Dillon got away with 2 fouls already, and then Hollinger possibly with 1, too.
There's a 3 by Whiteman, up no good. Rebound comes down to number 20, Wade.
We need him to hit a couple of those shots.
Loosen that defense up a little
Cameron
bit.
Whiteman, 2 of 6 from three-point land yesterday.
Get it down low to Wade. Good defense by the Raiders. Good. Now the Lancers get a second.
That was a Charlie Huff knuckleball.
Rebound Froby. Going to be a fast-paced game today, Josh. So I'll try to keep up as up and down the court right now. Still no score. 6:45 to go in the first. A little backdoor to Whiteman. A little head fake. And couldn't finish it as we talked about pregame, Josh. They love getting around the rim. So you get those.
Well, we got that back door, and Cam did a good job of the pump fake. It was just unfortunate another guy came over from the other side. So as you said, they've got some athletes underneath the basket. We've seen that on a couple of rebounds already. Not great shooters from the perimeter, but they can do the coach likes to call it throw and go, put it on the bankboard and go get it, and they've got some guys that can go do that.
Stacker up top, now over to Brown. Brown gets it into Wade at the free throw line. Nothing there. Now they'll get it down low to Stevenson. He'll turn around for a jumper, airballed it. Comes down to Froby for Lincoln. He'll push right.
Time for a basket, Scott.
2 minutes have gone by. No score here in this 10:30 matchup between the Railers and the Lancers. Froby, he'll dribble, drive, and now kick it out to Ewald. He swings it over to Whiteman. Now back up top to Ewald. They'll swing it around. Ewald to Hollinger. Now in the wing to Froby. Nothing there. He'll kick it out to Whiteman. Now to Ewald on the wing. Back up top to Whiteman. Over to Froby. Froby dribbles left. Now hands off to Ewald. In the corner for Hollinger. Nothing there.
Yeah, Hollinger's got a shot fake and go baseline like he likes to do. This guy's going for that pump fake.
Good defense by the Lancers.
Yeah.
Keeping Railers on the perimeter right now. As Froby gets to the rim, he'll be fouled. A lot of contact there as Froby drove to the rim.
Gets that right-handed dribble going to the middle, and Froby gets his left shoulder to go in the chest of Braxton and picks up the first foul. He was our leading scorer yesterday.
The foul is on Stacker, his first, team first. Still no score. 5:15 to go in the first. Froby for a 3. Got it.
Yeah.
Caden Froby with the Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer to get the Railers on the board.
Yeah, Froby yesterday, 1 of 6 from three-point land. So we're already tied his stats from yesterday. 1 of 1 so far. Big three-pointer for the Railers.
Brown with the basketball for the Lancers. Now over to Stacker. Now they'll move it around. Stacker has it back up top over to Brown. Guarded by Ewald. Now he'll back it out. Trying to work it into Wade as Singleton's all over him. Now Brown will back it out, trying to figure out this 1-2-2. Stacker with it. He'll dribble right, cut off by Ewald.
Yeah, 20 is Wade giving a couple forearm shivers to Singleton in the middle.
Now they'll get number 5, Pickett, with the travel. Turnover Lancers, Railer basketball. Three to nothing Railers, 4:26 to go in the first. Hollinger has it on the elbow wing. Now Froby. Back to Hollinger up top over to Singleton. Now Ewald. Back to Singleton up top to Froby. Raiders working around.
Couple back cuts here. Get the ball moving a little bit. And I still think Hollinger can take it. There he goes.
Hollinger kicks it out to Froby for another three. Got it!
Great penetration.
Froby. His second three. And that's a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer.
Yeah, Hollinger can take his man. Wade cannot guard Hollinger on the perimeter. And you saw it right there. Hollinger able to get to the middle. When Froby's man came in to help inside the lane, Froby 2 of 2 already from three-point land.
6-0 Railers. 3:38 to go in the first. Now they try to get it in away. Good swat away by Hollinger. Now the Railers look to push. Froby up and good.
8 straight for Froby. All 8 for Froby in the 8. The Railers up 8-0. Timeout Lancers.
Lancers need a 30. We'll keep it right here. Family Custom Cleaners, tanning, 24-hour laundromat, and U-Haul dealer located at 621 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Watch for dry cleaning and super tanning specials. Phone 735-2505 for more information. CCA Online offers internet service to Logan County. Visit the website ccaonline.com to sign up for a free site survey from your local, friendly, knowledgeable internet service provider.
I think Froby was a little frustrated yesterday with his probably performance. Didn't shoot the ball well. 1 of 6 from 3, and as a competitor as he is, you knew he was going to come back for a game today and be ready to roll. And 8 already for Froby, all 8 for the Railers by him, and you can see that little look in his eye. He's ready to go here on early morning.
Yeah. Good trap by the Railers. The Stacker got it up top. Now he'll get rid of it to Brown. It's been all Froby for the scoring for the Railers in the first quarter. 8-0. 3 minutes to go in the first. Stacker with the basketball for the Lancers.
Yeah, when their lack of ability to shoot it from the perimeter really is tough for them when you got to play against the zone. Usually teams beat the zone by shooting it from the perimeter, and when you don't shoot it well from out there, it's tough to get the ball inside.
Now Wade gets it in the middle, guarded by Whiteman. Wade up and good. Able to get down in the paint, throw it off the backboard, and the Lancers are on the board. 8-2, 2:35 to go.
Backdoor play, Froby to Singleton. Singleton up and good over the taller defender, but the Railers execute the backdoor play to perfection.
Oh, they're going to get
I think Ewald maybe.
Ewald or Singleton.
Yeah.
It's going to be on Ewald.
First foul on the Railers. First foul on Will. Coach Greg Alexander calling out the play before the Lancers run it.
Ivy checks in for the Lancers as the Railers have a 10-2 advantage. 2:10 to go in the first. Lancers with the basketball. Stacker has it up top.
Yeah, they're going 4 out around 1, basically a 2-1-2 set for the Lancers with a little cutting action, really trying to get Wade the ball about the free throw line and let him go to work.
There's a 3 on the way from Wade. I'm sorry, that's Brown. Count it for Brown, the Lancers. 10-5, Railers with the lead.
Yesterday, just 3 of 7 from three-point land, so not bad on the percentage, just didn't attempt a few, and that was their big make there.
Ooh, Froby tried to do a little double clutch. He's going to be blocked by Stacker. The Lancers look to push. It's Stacker. Kicks it over in the corner. Now they'll kick it out to number 5 for a 3. No good. That's Pickett off the top of the backboard. It's going to be out of bounds. Railer basketball. Number 12 for the Lancers checks in. That is ZJ Hamilton. Railers up by 5 with the basketball. Roby now back to Singleton, up top to Ewald, over to Whiteman. They'll swing it around to Hollinger in the corner. Now back the other way. Work it around. 1 minute on the clock. Singleton guarded by Hamilton. Now over to Ewald.
Yeah, looks like Belleville will come out and guard you way up top.
3 for Whiteman off the back of the rim. No good. And there's Stacker for another rebound. 10-5 Railers. Opening quarter.
A quick shot there by Cam, I thought. Corner moving the ball pretty well. Had a chance, Raleigh, to get a better shot, or if not, hold it for the last one. Now Belleville looks like they'll try and hold it for 33 seconds left here in the first. And get it.
And they're not going to as Singleton taps away. Roby tracks it down behind the back. Layup up and good. Nice move by Roby, but it was all started by the defense from Singleton.
Yeah, tipped away, and the Railers with a big basket there. Defense makes up for the bad play, bad offensive possession the time before. So offense or defense to offense, the Railers were good at that yesterday.
12-5, 8 seconds to go in the first. Stacker with it. Tries to get to the rim. Ewald strips it, gets it to Roby, down to his time expires. Thought there might have been a foul there on Roby, but no call. And that will do it for the first quarter here in Collinsville. It's the Railers 12, the Lancers 5. We'll be back after these messages. This is Lincoln Railer Basketball, WLCN 96.3 FM.
Gate. Oh, I guess we're not on.
And Tom had already had 3 or 4 heart attacks himself by then, so he went into high panic mode.
Welcome back here to Collinsville, Illinois, as the Lancers just hit a 3-pointer to go to 8 points. Now Whiteman with the 3, missed. Rebound Lancers, 12-8, 7:13 to go in the second.
Yeah, Whiteman with another look. We talked about one of the guys that's got to get a couple of those threes to fall will be Cam, and Cam 0 for 3 so far here in the game.
12-8, Railers. Stacker. Now Ivy with the 3, no good. Rebound
good job
underneath Hollinger as Wade went over his back to try to rebound, and he's going to pick up a foul. His first, team second.
Yeah, nice job by Landon going to the rebound. Wade was right behind him. You know he's going to go for it, and Hollinger up there just as high as Wade was, and Wade went over the back of Hollinger. I think, again, Hollinger's got to look offensive on our end. He's got a mismatch where he can get to the basket, and if he doesn't get all the way there, they're going to come and help. And he was able to create a shot for Roby on one of those threes. Looks like Coach's going to run a play for him now.
Hollinger in the corner for a 3. Got it! Landon Hollinger for a crisp point. State Farm 3-pointer, and that's his spot.
Yeah, he loves the corners, and that play's designed. You know, Coach practices that shot all the time in practice, because why not practice the shots you're going to shoot in a game? And that time Hollinger knocked it down again.
Another rebound by Wade, couldn't put it back. Hollinger flies in there to grab the rebound. Now Whiteman looks to push, gets it up to Ewald. Now back to Whiteman, over to Froby.
Ewald yet with a shot attempt today.
Tungate in for the Railers as Singleton takes a seat, get a little rest. Raiders up 15-8, 6 minutes to go in the second. Ooh, stolen away there by number 15, Ivy. Another lazy pass by the Raiders. Ivy dribbles around. Ewald puts it up off the backboard and good.
Yeah, Will with the pass just really wasn't open. You know, he threw one of those yesterday that led to a breakaway layup for Troy, and really just wasn't.
Backdoor, Whiteman pass from Proby up and good.
Yeah, that play didn't work the first time. Whiteman got blocked, but that time wide open, zero help side by the Lancers. Maybe that'll get Cam going. You know, get that layup, get a chance to see the ball go in the rim and through the net, and maybe that'll help his outside shooting.
17-10, 5:15 to go in the first half. Lancers with the basketball. That's Thomas.
You know, they've been pretty slow with the ball, slower or methodical with the ball more than I thought they would be.
Stacker tries to get to the rim. Good defense by the Raiders. There's Wade for an offensive rebound. He puts it back up and good, and we've talked about it all day long, Josh. You got to keep him off the boards. That's what Wade likes to do.
Well, and he's not, you think about rebounder, especially at the high school level, of being 6'6", 6'7", super strong, athletic, and he's not really that. I mean, he's probably, from just looking here, 6'3", 6'4", not terribly strong upper body, it doesn't look like, but very quick off the floor. And we talked about what he does have, and he loves to rebound, is just go get the ball. And every time that shot goes up, he thinks the ball's his, and that's probably 90% of rebounding.
Makes the free throw. 17-13, Raiders with the lead. 4:50 to go in the first half. Raiders looking around. Tungate. Singleton checks in for Ewald. Now Hollinger. Singleton. Froby. Froby gets to the lane. Now kicks it out to Whiteman. Raiders. Now Whiteman gets to the basket. No good. Rebound to the Lancers. They look to push. That's Thomas with the basketball. Now gets it over to Ivy, back to Thomas. Over to number 2, Stevenson in the corner. Ooh, good defense by Whiteman as he cut off the baseline because they call him with a block. Whiteman's first foul. Third team foul for the Railers. 4:15 to go in the first half. Raiders with a 4-point advantage. Ivy gets to the lane. Up, no good. Brown flies through there for the rebound. And what are they calling here?
Jump ball, I think.
Jump ball? Okay.
Jump ball, that said red.
Didn't see the thumbs go up.
I know, I didn't see really anything, just a bunch of whistles.
All right, now there's the thumbs.
Yeah, the jump ball, Railers basketball. So, again, the Railers up 17-13 here with 4:09 left in the second as Whiteman goes to get a drink. I think Ewald checks back in.
17-13, 4 minutes to go in the first half. Raiders with the lead and the ball. Roby with it on the wing, guarded by Stacker. Now gives it to Ewald. Up top to Singleton has it now. He'll back it back out and get it to Froby up top. Hands off to Singleton. They swing it around. Ewald, nothing there. Now they'll work it back the other way.
Yeah, here's a lineup with the Railers. Really, with what we've seen this year, just a couple scorers out there right now. Will Ewald yet to get even attempt a field goal. Froby has led the way. Hollinger right there, and Singleton's got a basket, I believe. But Ken Tungate and Ewald get a shot off.
Ewald with 18 points last night. Yet to score today. Froby with some quick points early on. Now went a little cold as he tries to get to the rim. Got hit in the face. No foul called. Now Belleville East looks to get to the rim. That's Stacker. He throws one up off the backboard and good.
Yeah, nice drive by Stacker. We saw him do that a couple times. Just a sophomore, long and lanky is Stacker, but good basketball player.
The lead is down to 2 for the Railers. Roby with the deep three. Ooh, a little too much. Rebound comes down to Brown for the Lancers, down by 2. Brown gets it across over to Stacker. It's going to be off of Froby's foot. Possession is going to remain with the Lancers of Belleville East with 2:36 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, scoring drought here so far for the Railers in this third quarter. Railers had a good quarter. Frobe had a good quarter in the first, but just haven't been able to get anything going. Really good defense so far by the Lancers. Now, Railers really not able to penetrate at all, and that's been one of the things they've done well so far.
Going to get an illegal screen on number 2 as they try to run a little alley-oop.
Yeah, number 2, the illegal screen now almost drove the Railer, I believe it was Whiteman, into the bench to get him a drink, and really a kind of an excessive screen there, but we'll take it. The Railers dodge a bullet and got to get a basket here, Scott.
Railers only up by 2. Almost to the 2-minute warning here in the second.
Into the Belleville bench. Their coach did not like it. He wanted the out of bounds on Frobe, but there was a reason he flew out of bounds, was because he was shoved there. So Railers will inbound again right in front of the Lancers bench, and it looks like the Lancers will stay in that 1-2-2 zone. Railers struggle to get it in a little bit here.
All right, a little technical difficulties with our YouTube. Lost our signal. It should be up and running again.
Looks like they'll try to hold for one here. I think now Belleville goes back into that man-to-man. Maybe not. Maybe they're still in that zone.
There's a 3 by Whiteman. Ooh, off the rim, no good. Had a good look, but Singleton there for the rebound. The Railers maintain possession.
Yeah, I got to know the time now, Cam. Coach will want that last second shot now down to 20.
17-15. Railers on a little bit of a cold spell here.
Yeah, you'd think the Railers have a good zone set here for this, playing against that all the time.
They'll hold for one, see if they can execute it. Down to 6. Now 5 as Singleton loses it out of bounds. Off of Belleville East with 2.7, Josh. And boy, they struggle. They struggle with that last possession.
You're right.
Of the period.
We've struggled with that the last couple games, and now it looks like Belleville East will pick up.
And Kirby tries to get to the basket, throws up a shot at the buzzer. Couldn't get it to go, but that'll do it for the first half here in Collinsville. It's the Railers 17, the Lancers 15. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Corral Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic halftime show. This is Lincoln Railway Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM. Collinsville, Illinois. As Josh, could we get some stats?
Yeah, I got them. They delivered here, thanks to the staff here at the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. 12-5 after one quarter, Scott, and the Lancers outscored the Railers 10-5 in that second quarter. And obviously that's what has kept it close here from Collinsville. Let's go over the scoring. So far for the Lancers, they are led by Braxton Stacker and Eric Wade. Both of the guys have 5 points, 3 for Ethan Brown, and 2 points for Bryson Ivy. The Lancers shoot 6 of 18 from the field for 33%, 2 of 7, 29% from three-point land, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 14 rebounds for the Lancers, 4 of them offensive, so not too bad for the Railers considering Wade, especially underneath, really a really good rebounder. 2 assists on 6 turnovers and 2 blocks, 4 steals for the Lancers. The Railers were led, Caden Froby. Caden had a big first quarter. He had 8 in the first quarter, finished the half with 10. 3 for Landon Hollinger, 2 for Cameron Whiteman, and 2 for Dylan Singleton. The Railers shoot 7 of 18 from the field for 39%. They were 3 of 9 from 3. Did not attempt a free throw. 8 rebounds, 1 of them offensive. 5 assists on 4 turnovers and 3 steals for the Railers. Both the Railers and the Lancers, 8 points apiece in the paint. Railers have done in the first half what they've done all year is turn turnovers into points, and pretty quickly. The Railers with 7 points off turnovers. Belleville with just 2. 5:50 left here at halftime. Railers up 17-15. We're back here in just a couple minutes. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Back here from Collinsville, Illinois, Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, where the Railers are up 17-15 here at halftime over the Lancers from Belleville. Earlier today, Mundelein was victorious over O'Fallon 55-51. So that will be, they've punched their ticket to the Final Four. The Railers looking to do so, but Scott, going to have a good second half here. A lot better than we did in the first half.
Yeah, we went on a little bit of a scoring drought there towards the end of the second, Josh. And Lance was able to work their way back into this ball game. And, you know, you got to start hitting those outside shots. I mean, it's simple as that, because they're protecting the rim pretty well, and we're having a hard time getting to the lane. So I think if we start hitting some of those threes, that'll loosen up that middle a little bit where we can get to the rim. But right now, we're cold.
Yeah, Ewald with just one attempt from the field at all, and that was a three-pointer. And Whiteman 0 of 4 today. Froby and Hollinger have kept us right there. I know Hollinger doesn't have a lot of points, but he's got some big rebounds underneath. Singleton with 4 rebounds also. He's got 2 points, 10 for Froby. Froby had that big first quarter where he had a couple threes and they had a layup. That's the thing that the Railers have to do a little bit more, I think, Scott, is get that rebound and get on the break. If you've got Wade and or Braxton Stacker underneath trying to rebound, if you can get it and get it out of there quick and maybe push the ball while those guys are still trying to rebound or on the other end, you've got a chance to get some easy baskets because it looks to me like their man-to-man defense is pretty solid.
Yeah, and you're right, Josh. And we're going to have to find an answer. We'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Al made at halftime, but I don't know if there's really any adjustments to make. Just execute. When you have an open shot, make it.
We got to hit it.
It's easier said than done, but
this Raider team, and I think if we have struggled at a part of the game this year, it's been our consistency from the three-point arc.
Yeah,
we've just not been normal, and that sometimes doesn't happen. That sometimes happens. And when you're in a struggle is when you can't drive the basket. Well, this team can drive to the basket, and once we can put those consistent shooters and get 2 or 3 a game from those, we really become hard to guard. So we'll take another break. We'll be back here in just a couple minutes. About a minute left here in the warm-ups. In the Ground Incorporated and Center Chiropractic halftime show, you're listening to Lincoln Raider Basketball.
Welcome back to Collinsville, Illinois, the 36th annual Prairie Farms Boys Basketball Classic.
Shot up by Stacker.
Yeah.
Airball, Hollinger with another rebound, rips it away, and the Railers look to push here. Got to get something going, Scott.
Singleton gets it across, now hands off to Hollinger, who goes left, now to Ewald up top. Ewald pulls up for a jumper, a little too strong, off the the top of the backboard, out of bounds. Lancers basketball.
Yeah, Railers get a quick shot there from Ewald. Ewald pulled up from about 17 and couldn't get it to go off the deflection off the rim and hit the support for the basket. So back to the Lancers here. Got the starting 5 as normal for Coach Alexander. Singleton, Froby, Ewald, Whiteman, and Hollinger.
17-15 Railers. As Belleville, they'll take their time as they work it around. Stacker and Brown back to Stacker in the corner to Stevenson for a 3. Off the rim, no good. Comes down to Singleton.
Well, we got what we wanted the first 2 possessions defensively. Now we've got to get the lights changing on that scoreboard.
Points on that board as Raiders looking around. Hollinger in the corner. Now he'll dribble right. Kicks it over to Whiteman. Over to Froby. Now they'll work it around. Ewald, he's going to take a deep 3. Got it. Will Ewald with a 3.
That's his first points of the day. He's got a State Farm Chris Coyne 3-pointer and a big one.
Railers.
Turnover.
Yep, there's a turnover by Singleton. Hands off to Ewald, who spins out of there, stripped away by Brown. As the Raiders got maybe just a little too aggressive, and now Brown throws something up, but falls down.
Picked by
Pickett. Picked by Froby, all the way up to Ewald. Grabs it off the backboard, and good. And they're going to call a foul on Stacker as Ewald gets the bucket to fall.
Yeah, nice pass by Froby. The lead ahead pass. He picked him on the other end, one of the dribblers for ball handlers for the Lancers, and then Froby just led him, and Will went and got it, and he's been really good. Scott with that left hand and getting it really far out there, a long reach, and took the contact and were able to get it. So Ewald going for 6 straight points here with a free throw.
And more importantly, Stacker picks up his third. Free throw rattles up and good for Ewald as he finishes the three-point play. Railers up by 8. I think maybe Coach Al had something to say at halftime, Josh, because they've come out second half playing with some intensity as 15, Ivy gets to the rim. Hollinger's there to meet him. Hollinger's going to pick up a foul, though. And they're going to say Ivy was shooting. Hollinger, that's his first foul. Team first. Ivy to the line, shooting 2. Makes his first.
Just a second free throw for the Lancers. They're 2 of 2. Just had 1 of 1 from the free throw line. They were 16 of 26 yesterday from the free throw line, and they are 3 of 3.
Yeah. Makes them both. 23-17. Just under 6 minutes to go in the third period. Railers with the lead and the ball. Hollinger gets it to Whiteman. In the corner to Ewald. Now they'll work it around.
Got it.
Now Froby pulls up for a jumper. Rolls off the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to the Lancers.
Yeah, nice possession, though.
Thought he got hit on the arm.
It looked like he did get hit while he was up shooting.
No call. Lancers ball down by 6. Brown has it up top. Gets it over to Pickett. In the corner.
Way more disciplined than I thought they would be, Lancers. They have gotten the ball and gotten to their spots where their coach wants them to be, and then they worked it from there.
Get it inside to Wade. Now they'll kick it back out. There's Pickett for a 3. Got it. Lancers with the 3 to cut the lead 2-3. On a little 5-0 run themselves as Lincoln had a lead of 8. But that lead has gone away. Now Hollinger pulls up for a jumper.
Nice
good.
Shot, yeah. We don't see that out of Hollinger a lot. You know, he's either a three-point shooter or a driver to the basket and finish over the rim. And that time they did a good job of coming over and stopping him on the drive. And he just pulled up from about 8 feet, 10 feet and knocked it down.
Good defense by the Raiders. A tie-up, jump ball as Whiteman
should be ours.
Blocked Wade, grabbed the ball, a jump ball, possession arrow goes to the Railers, up by 5, 4:33 to go in the third.
I think Hollinger, Scott, can be more aggressive offensively. I think he shoots a high percentage from the field. He does a lot of good things. I think he can look for himself to be offensive a little more and get a few more shot attempts every game.
Froby, now to Ewald. Whiteman for a deep 3. Ooh, get a good look. Just couldn't get it to fall. 25-20 Railers. Lancers get it across. Pickett has it. He'll trot it up to the top of the court. Now over to Brown. Under 4 minutes to go in the third. Ivy. Oh, a little double dribble there. They got it. As Ivy lost his dribble, tried to regain it, but they're going to get him for the double dribble. Railer basketball.
Now the Railers force another turnover, and the Lancers give us another opportunity here to break this thing open a little bit more. 25-20, the Railers up. 3:40 left here in the third quarter.
Raiders looking around. Whiteman over to Singleton. Now to Froby on the wing. Froby's going to dribble right, pull up for layup, up and good.
Yeah, he's really good with that right hand going baseline and finishing with his left over the rim. And Froby with a big basket there for the Railers to give him 12.
Tipped out there by Singleton. Now fought for on the ground.
It's a foul, man. Still
no call. And they're going to call a jump ball as the other ref runs in. Maybe we got a timeout here?
12.
Luckily, somebody didn't get hurt on
Yeah, number 5 just went barreling in, or maybe it was 5 or 3, I think, just went barreling in and smoked Whiteman.
Yeah, a little scrum right there, Josh, and very fortunate that somebody didn't come out of that pile hurt. As you said, number 5, Pickett just.
Well, there's 5 or 3 went. I mean,
one of them.
It happens a lot, and I don't blame the guy for hustling, but you can't go and barrel into another guy that already has the ball. And Whiteman, you can see, is a little banged up from that scrum too. He shakes it off. Referee asked him if I was all right, and he said, "Yeah, I would have been all right if you would have called a foul."
Bulldozed here. All right, Raiders up by 7. Action underway here. 3:03 to go in the third.
I think we've been at this point a couple times. Got 7-point lead, and we've yet to be over that.
Double digits. I think our biggest lead is 8.
Hollinger way up for the rebound.
Great rebound for the Railers. Went up to get it, lost control, but Singleton's got it. He pushes it up to Whiteman. Whiteman kicks it in the corner to Ewald. Nothing there. They'll swing it around.
Try it again. Right.
Proby dribbles right. Tapped out of bounds. Ivy. It's off of Ivy. It's going to stay with the Railers on their own baseline.
Yeah.
Stacker checks back in for the Lancers.
He's got 3 fouls, I believe. 3 fouls for Stacker.
3 for Stacker.
He checks back in. Looks like the Railers might run this backdoor out of bounds. I don't remember.
Froby to the basket. Up. Blocked by the Lancers, but Froby grabs it. Now Ewald for a 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Stacker for the Lancers.
A big basket there. Will with a good look off the block shot from nice ball.
Yep, number 33, who just checked into the game for his first action of the morning. That is Alan Mason. He gets called with the travel. He drug his foot.
Yeah,
Raiders basketball up by 7.
Froby got blocked and was able to regain it after that, and then kicked it to a wide open Ewald, and just haven't been able to get those ones to fall.
Singleton spins, tries to get to the rim, and they're going to call a foul. And Singleton's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah.
33, Mason.
2 shots, oh nice.
Yeah.
That was a little early. But they're going to give Singleton a foul and Dillon.
And Singleton's in a little bit of a pain
war
right
out
now.
there. We've had Hollinger been knocked around. Take your time, Dylan. Walk it off a little bit. Cameron got banged up.
Maybe a
finger,
a jam finger.
That's on the shooting hand too. Got up and good. 2 team fouls on the Lancers now. Just 1 on the Railers, so not a lot of foul trouble for either team.
Tungate's going to check in for Singleton so they can maybe get a look at that finger. 28-20. You
got to think it'll be a quick look and get back in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
second free throw good.
Saturday.
Singleton will have a check. See how that finger's done. Well, he's giving some high fives with it, so it can't be too hard or bad.
Yeah, he made 2 free throws, so I say you better get back in there. Tungate will give him a break as Dylan will take a seat for a second and need some good minutes out of Steph here. He's been doing a good job at the top of that point and usually gets a couple steals or tip-aways, and we haven't had that in the first couple games here.
Railers with the biggest lead of the morning, 29-20. As Brown drives to the basket, he's going to be fouled before the shot. It's going to be on number 10, Tungate. Seth Tungate, his second, team second. Railers up by 9. Brown gets it into Stacker up top, guarded by Tungate at the top of the 1-2-2 zone.
Well, they really tried to get it into Wade in the first half, Scott. They haven't done a lot of that.
Well, we struggled last night, if you remember, Josh, those baseline inbounds plays. You know, we really struggled last night against Triad.
Yeah.
So that was an emphasis for, this morning is got to watch that. And Raiders doing a good job. Stacker, he'll spin left, kick it down low to Mason. Yeah, he loses control now. Ivy into Wade, and they're going to get a charge on Ivy as who took it? Froby had position, and Ivy just a little too aggressive to the rim. Froby picks up, or I guess Ivy picks up the charge, and Froby there to receive it.
Yeah, and him and Froby and Hollinger with a nice couple charges. One today is Froby, and a couple by Hollinger yesterday.
Coach Al talking to Froby. Maybe we're asking if that was his first charge take of the year.
Maybe career, I'm not sure.
Hollinger with it on the wing, now up top to Whiteman. Raiders with a 9-point lead.
Yeah, it'll be tough to hold the ball here. A minute, 5 left, and
it's tough.
East can really crawl up in you a little bit defensively, and I don't think we got enough to hold it here. We have to call a set before this is the heck. We haven't done a good job on last second plays anyway.
No,
so we just well go score now.
Might as well do it now.
Yeah.
See what happens. Singleton pushes left, picks up his dribble, trying to find somebody. Now gives it to Ewald up top, over to Hollinger on the wing, back to Ewald.
Yeah, see if he can
40 on the clock.
Reset and get what you want here.
Now Frobio dribble right, hands off to Singleton. Now to Ewald, 20 or 32 on the clock.
Hey, backdoor to Hollinger or something here. I don't think Wade can guard him. That's a foul.
Yeah, Whiteman stripped by Brown. Brown up and good, and just like that, Josh, you know, we talked about it. When the Railers try to hold, they just
sometimes get a little lackadaisical with the ball. Yeah, it gets late in the time. We just get a little careless with the ball.
That's a big bucket for Belleville East as the Raiders have the ball. There's a 3 on the way by Ewald. A little too long. Ivy with it. He throws up. And they're going to be a travel. Should be some time on the clock, wouldn't you think? Yeah, they're going to say no.
Probably
That's
not.
the end of
no
the
replay
third.
here. I have to come up to see Billy.
See the replay by our cameraman. All right, well, that's going to do it for 3 quarters here in Collinsville. It's the Railers 29, the Lancers 22. We'll go to break. We'll come back. This is Lincoln Railer Basketball. Welcome back to Collinsville, Illinois, the 2018 Collinsville 36th Annual Prairie Farms Boys Holiday Basketball Classic. Josh Komnick, Scott Kirby, Ryan All here as the Railers take a 7-point lead into the 4th quarter and have the basketball to start the 4th.
Belleville opens up in a 1-2-2 zone. Froby with a 3, no good.
No good. Rebound stacker for the Lancers. Railers up 7. The winner
leading the way with 12 so far for the Railers.
The winner moves on to play Mundelein tonight at 6:30. The loser plays O'Fallon at 5.
5, I believe, yeah.
There's a deep 3 on the way. Airballed it, but Ivy's there to grab the rebound. He puts it back up and good. The foul. He'll go to the line for the bonus, or the 1-and-1. Fouls on number 2, Whiteman, his second, team 3rd. The Railer lead is down to 5. Make that 4. $7:15 to go in the ball game. Raiders with the basketball. Singleton gets it across the timeline. He's guarded there by Pickett. Now to Whiteman, up top to Ewald, over to Hollinger. Now to Singleton. Singleton resets up top, now dribbles left, gives it to Froby on the wing. Froby spins right. Hollinger went cut to the basket. Had to come back and get it. Now it's a jump ball, and it's going to be Lancers basketball on the possession arrow. So a little Froby thought it was
back door was open
coming
too.
back.
It was open.
Landon was trying the back door, and
wide open too.
Luckily, he was able to regain the ball, but it was a tie-up.
Yeah, the Railers turn it over here and got a 4-point lead, 29-25.
Now they get it down low to Wade, who just barrels his way in there. No call. Railers come out of there with it. Singleton pushes. Gets it to Whiteman. Whiteman thinks about a 3. Now to Hollinger. Now the Railers just a little bit out of sorts right now.
Yeah.
Ewald hands off to Whiteman. Now back to Ewald. Up top to Froby. 6:20 on the clock. Like to get something going to the rim here, Josh. When they work the ball around, they just tend to
settle for a three at some point.
Sometimes put themselves to sleep.
Yeah, right. A little too much.
There's a deep three by Whiteman off the front of the iron. No good. Stacker tracks it down for the Lancers. Rails up by 4. 6 minutes to go in the game. There you go, Josh. A load of Chick-fil-A just went by.
Can't beat that.
And the Lancers are going to want a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 5:48 to go in the game. It's the Railers 29, the Lancers 25. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM. Scott Kirby, Josh Komnick, Ryan all here at Collinsville, Illinois, Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. State Bank of Lincoln, serving the area for over 113 years with 4 locations in Lincoln and 2 in Clinton. Proud to be a Lincoln Railer sponsor. Alibi Saloon, for the best place to meet all your friends before and after the Railer games. This is the Alibi Saloon, located at 415 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln, home of the best bacon cheeseburgers in Logan County. 5:45 to go in the ball game. Raiders up by 4.
Come on, Railers
with the basketball, and they're going to get Singleton with the foul as Brown drives to the basket.
3-14 foul on the Railers. Just Dillon's first. Scoring so far, the Railers led by Froby with 12. Ewald with 6. 4 for Singleton and 5 for Hollinger. Cam with 2.
Raiders up by 4. Oh, nice strip away by Ewald. Raiders ball, and they're going to get Stacker with his 4th.
Yeah, nice.
Stacker picks up his 4th foul. Team 4th. Raiders with the basketball up by 4.
Come on, we need a basket here, Scott.
Absolutely.
Call one of those plays out that works every time.
Right here. Froby gets it down to Hollinger. Hollinger spins, head fake, up and count the bucket. Hollinger to the basket. Count it. He'll go to the line for the and 1.
Yeah, he's a guy I think Coach Al's got to look to a little bit more. You know,
strong move by Hollinger.
Yeah,
a very strong
move.
It's been strong.
I mean, he's got moves from the perimeter. He can shoot from the outside. He can get to the basket. He's long and athletic underneath. I think it's a guy that Coach needs to look to a little bit more to carry some more scoring, especially when you just don't get the threes to go down. You know, Ewald had a good run there with 6 straight, but Cam's not got anything much going, and I think Hollinger's got to be that second, maybe third option for sure for Coach Al.
32-25, 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Big 3-point play for Hollinger. Now the Lancers work it around, a little spin by Brown. Nothing there. They'll work it around. That's Ivy. Thomas. Back to Brown.
Yeah, good job by
Railers.
Singleton all over Brown right now.
Thomas with it. Now back up top to Brown. In the corner to Pickett for a 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Thomas.
Yeah, that's what stinks. You get that great defensive effort.
Another 3. Good up. There you go. Hollinger's got it. Taps it back in, but I'm going to say he is on the baseline.
Yeah, stepped out of bounds.
Going to stay with the Lancers.
Yeah, that time Hollinger and Ewald way up there, both of them way up there to grab the red. And you love to see that as a coach. Both guys going hard after the ball. Just couldn't corral it, and then Hollinger stepped on the line as he was getting ready to fall out of bounds.
32-25. Now they'll get it into Stacker, who checks back into the basketball game. He's got 4 fouls. Now they try to get it into Wade, stripped out of there, but he's able to track it down. Now he'll dribble the basket, kick it to the court, but Froby's there for the intercept. Kicks it up to Ewald, lays it up, and good. Good transition basketball by the Railers.
What a pass by Froby. The home run all the way down on one bounce. Will didn't even take a dribble, just grabbed it and soared through the air for that left-handed layup.
Railers up by 9. Now Stacker hounded by Singleton, and the Lancers need a timeout, and that gets the crowd going here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, I got the Railers on a little run here. Scott, the Railers up 9, 3:44 left here. Timeout Belleville, and we've turned that defense up a little bit. We were able to score off a great steal. Just cupped it, caught it with one hand, and then Froby saw Will Ewald streak into the basket. A long chest pass all the way down the court, and Will grabbed it and was able to put it in.
Well, Josh, it's never too soon to plan for college or retirement. To find out how to afford both, contact Sal Polis, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Sal Polis, Edward Jones, making sense of investing, a member of SIPC. Raiders on a little bit of a run there, Josh. Picked up their defense
needed.
A little bit, and a big bucket by Hollinger.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's spot on. Big, huge momentum bucket by Hollinger to get things going, get the crowd into it a little bit more.
25 for the Lancers, 34 for the Railers, 3:25 to go in the ball game. Stacker
walked out there
by Hollinger, but unfortunately Whiteman was there, but standing out of bounds, it hit him. It's going to stay with the Lancers.
Yeah, Hollinger got that up as it was going up and way out of the hand. Normally you block a shot and it's in his hand. He got it on the way up, almost at the rim. So Hollinger making a difference on the defensive end from the block standpoint.
Ivy dribbles. Gets it up over Hollinger for the deuce. 34-27.
Yeah, press breaker here for the Railers as Belleville. He's going to try and put some full court pressure on the Railers.
They'll get it across to Froby. Now back to Whiteman. Back to Froby. All the way across to Ewald. Railers going to look to run some clock.
Yeah, and if they're going to zone, the Railers are going to spread them out and see if we can move the basketball.
Singleton over to Ewald. Now they'll kick it back out to Froby all the way across from Ewald.
Yeah, got to cut your passing down, your passing lanes down, and meet your passes here.
Raiders working around, eating that clock up by 7.
Short, quick passes. Cut, be strong with the ball.
And if you get an open look, go to the rim.
Yeah, if you get a layup, don't be afraid to. You got to shoot here. I mean, you can't hold the ball for 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Right.
You got to be aggressive here.
You're going to get a 30 right here, Josh.
Sometimes you get into that play where you're afraid to make a mistake late in the game, but the mistake's going to be made if you're not aggressive to the hoop, and you're almost playing not to lose instead of to win.
34-27, Railers with the lead. 2 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. The winner will face Mundelein at 6:30. The loser will face O'Fallon at 5, and both of those teams will be a tough matchup.
Absolutely, yeah. Win or lose here for the Railers. You've got a tough one after this. So I'd love to see the Railers get a big basket here. Up 34-27 with 2:22 left here in the fourth. Railers got to take care of the ball, and I think you'll see a little bit different defense out of Belleville now. They were zone, and the Railers are going to pass around that, I think, and a man-to-man here by Belleville.
Yeah, kind of.
And they got a lot of fouls to catch up to, Scott.
Yeah,
now they've got 6, I guess. So they're really just one more here before the Railers are going to shoot some free throws. And you know how important Coach Al thinks the free throw line is, and it might come down to that.
2:17 to go in the game. Railers up 34-27 with the basketball. Cam Whiteman will inbound on the sideline. As the Railers run their sideline play, he'll get it into Froby, who dribbles left. Now spins right, nothing there. He's got to get rid of it. Throws it up. Good decision by Singleton to tap it out of there. Yeah. Railers regain it and reset.
Great heads-up play.
Now gets it into Hollinger up for an easy bucket. Count the basket. Railers up by 9.
Big basket there for the Railers. Good job of just strength and tenacity. And as you said, Singleton with a good heads-up play to tip it out of there. I don't know if we would have got it if Dylan would have done that.
There's a three on the way, airballed it, but Wade's there for the rebound. He'll put it back up and good for the Lancers. Yeah. Lead is down to 7. Railers get it across quick. Whiteman has it, kicks it out to Ewald. Ewald spins, loses it. And now Pickett, he has it for the Lancers, kicks it over in the corner. Head fake by Brown. Now they'll swing it around. Pickett for a three up top. Got it just like that, Josh. A turnover by the Railers, and now the Lancers are within 4.
Yeah, how quickly things can change when you don't handle the ball. And Will got it tipped away from him, and not being strong with the basketball, and they come down, and it doesn't always come that way. I mean, it's boggled my mind for years how you don't make many threes during the game, and all the time you get down late in the game and you need one, and the worst shooter on the team can throw one in the ocean and make it. And you see it in college all the time. Some kid throws it in from no business making the shot, and he just makes it. I mean, not that Pickett couldn't have made that shot, but I mean, just at the time they really needed one, boom, they get a big one to keep it close.
Keep it close, they do. They're within 4 with 1:20 to go in the ball game. Railers were up 9 just a matter of seconds ago, Josh. And
here's a point again where you can't be relaxed with the ball. You can't think you're going to hold it on Belleville for 1:20 here. You've got to do what the Railers did on the previous possession is
get to the basket, make them go down and score.
Yeah, and get the basket by Hollander. You'll see a out of bounds play that'll get the ball in bounds here by Coach Alexander.
Well, we'll see. Okay, they're going to drop back Brown. I thought maybe if they're going to stack them up there, watch for that home run play. But Brown scoots back for the Lancers as Whiteman gets it into Froby.
Yeah, clear out here. They're going to run and jump or something.
That's exactly what they're doing right here. And we see a lot of that from Southeast, so the Railers know it's coming.
You got to be available here if you're a Lincoln player, and you got to be strong with the ball.
Whiteman, there you go. He's strong with it. Gets in the basket, and he's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line for one in the bonus.
Well, Cam, not a good shooting day today, and seniors step up when their teams need them the most. And here's a time where you can wash everything, whatever kind of day you've had leading up to this point, and knock down some big free throws.
Whiteman to the line for one in the bonus. Railers up by 4 with 1:04 to go. Big free throws right here. First one's up. Got it.
Big time.
Big one right there. That puts it to a 2-possession ball game. Raiders up by 5. Another big one here for Whiteman.
Yeah, none of the Railers on the line here. All of them back. Coach Al wants them back. Up and good.
Rolled it in.
Nice. Good big free throws by the senior. Hasn't had a good day at all. But he stepped up and when his team needed him and knocked down some big free throws here. Now the Raiders got to get a stop and a rebound, Scott.
Clock's running. Raiders up by 6. Ooh, nice swap by Singleton as Brown tried to get to the middle. And Singleton with a huge block. Whiteman gets it. He's going to be fouled, and he's going to go back to the line where he just made 2. 2 more would look really good right now.
Yeah, 2 more would be nice. And a big, and Dylan's playing it right on the point. You can be really aggressive, not necessarily on the shot. You don't want to give Belleville some free throws, but you can be really aggressive at the top because the Raiders are only 14 fouls, and he doesn't have any foul trouble. So he can be really aggressive, make them handle the ball, and if they don't call it and you get a steal, great.
They call the foul, make them inbound.
Yeah, and really, Coach Al can do that right now. Have them take 5 or 6, 7, 8 seconds off and then foul, and then have them do it again, until you get a little closer to the bonus. Came up with another.
Whiteman makes both of the free throws.
2 big free throws by Cam, 4 straight.
Raiders up by 8, 45 to go in the ball game. Lancers at Stacker. He's going to try to get to the rim. He's going to lose it. And there's going to be a foul on the Railers. Stacker's going to go to the line shooting 2. Let's say they got him on the arm.
Yeah, Ewald or Dylan got to stop penetration on that side. It started to come over to Will's side on the wing, and Will's got to step in front and stop that. That wasn't a hard drive at all to stop. Free throw missed by Stacker. Railers got a rebound here. They got Wade underneath. Of course, he's going to shove and push and claw to try and get a rebound, not worried about if he fouls or not.
Made the free throw, 40-33. Whiteman to inbound, gets it into Froby, and Froby's mugged there by Ivy. And Froby will go to the line shooting 2. One more foul, they'll be in double bonus.
Ball number 15, Bryson Ivy.
Rails up 7, 38 seconds to go.
Froby with 12 today. Now Hollinger in double figures also with 10. Will with 8. Cam's got the. Oh, wow, what a roll.
Got a little shooter's touch there as he was able to get that free throw to fall. Looked like it's going to pop out of there, but
yeah, Singleton, I think, with 4 big ones also.
Second free throw for Froby, nothing but net. Railers up by 9. 35 seconds to go. Three on the way by Ivy, no good. Rebound 5-4. Wade went way up to get it, puts it back up and good.
Yeah, he just
That's
rebounded
what he does.
right over there. Yeah, he is a fierce rebounder.
Railers up 7. Froby gets hit in the face by Ivy. And the Railers are in double bonus.
Ball number 3.
42-35. Railers.
At the line for Linden.
Froby will step there again. Froby with 14 on the day.
Froby got hit in the nose. His eyes are watering pretty good here.
Yeah, try and ice this thing. I think I'd take a break, take a minute and walk to half court and come back. Pretty good, pretty important free throws here. Doesn't bother the senior.
He doesn't need it.
Steps up and knocks the first one down. 43-35, 17.8 seconds left here. Looks like the Railers will go on to the 6:30 game against Mundelein tonight.
9-point advantage as the clock winds. Down to 10. Wade, no. Froby grabs the rebound, and that will do it here from Collinsville as the Railers pick up another win in the Collinsville 46th Annual Prairie Farms Boys Holiday Basketball Classic. They'll advance to play Mundelein tonight at 6:30 here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have some final stats and Coach Al with you here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Back here from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as the Railers take care of business here on a Saturday morning, which will put them in the 6:30 game tonight against the Mustangs. from Mundelein High School. Mundelein is a north suburb of Chicago. Their first year in the tournament, so that'll be a definitely good game. Probably the best team that the Railers have faced this season. They're a 4A school and undefeated on the season. I believe they're 11-0 now. We'll have all that for you in the pregame tonight, but it will be it'll be hard, tough-fought game tonight after the Railers victorious here against Belleville East. And Scott, it was not pretty, but
not pretty. Got the job done.
Great, not great shooting, but thank you. Got the stats here by our stat man from Collinsville. Railers again, 44-35. Let's go through the stats while we got them, Scott. Let's look at the scoring for Belleville East. Railers did a good job there. No Lancer in double figures. A couple with 9. That is Bryson Ivey and Eric Wade. Eric Wade had 9 points. He had 22 rebounds yesterday, and he had 5 today. So the Railers did a good job containing him. 6 apiece for Braxton Stacker and Jordan Pickett, and 5 points for Ethan Brown. They shoot 13 of 37 from the field for 35%. They were 4 of 15 from 3 for 27%. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. They had 28 total rebounds, 11 of them offensive. 4 assists, 14 turnovers, 3 blocks, and 8 steals for the Lancers, who dropped to 6-6 on the season. The Railers were led today by Caden Froby. Hey, Caden had especially a strong first quarter. Froby was 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. 16 points for Froby with 4 rebounds. 10 also for Landon Hollinger. Hollinger perfect from the field, 4 of 4 today. 1 of 1 from the three-point land and 1 of 1 from the free throw line with 3 rebounds. And Hollinger had a block as well. 8 points for Will Ewald, 6 for Cameron Whiteman, and 4 for Dylan Singleton. Singleton led the way with rebounds. He had 5 rebounds for the Railers. 14 of 34 they shot, 41%. 4 of 15 from 3 for 27%. And Scott, 12 of 12 from the free throw line. 14 rebounds for the Railers, 2 of them offensive. 11 assists on 8 turnovers. And 2 block shots and 8 steals for the Railers. The scoring went 12-5. The Railers outscored Belleville East. Then Belleville East had that good quarter in the second. They outscored the Railers 10-5. 12-7, the Railers took the third quarter, and the Railers won the fourth quarter by 2, 15-13 to make it 44-35. The Railers improved to 11-0. To set up the matchup with Mundelein tonight at 6:30. Back here in just a couple minutes with Coach Neil Alexander from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
To Collinsville, Illinois, as the Railers are victorious against the Belleville East Lancers here this afternoon. On us with us right now is Coach Neil Alexander. Coach, you got the job done today. It wasn't always pretty, but the end result is a win, and you get to move on tonight at that 6:30 game against Mundelein.
Yeah. Hello. Win a game and go play that. But we come down here to play, wanted to play good competition, and we've seen it. I mean, Triad was a good challenge for us, and Belleville East was a different kind, but I thought they played exceptionally well and really done some good things. So they are, the record is deceiving. I think they're a very good basketball team, and they took away a lot of our things that we try to do. We were a little intimidated about getting to the basket because they have such great shot blockers. But, we come up with big plays when we needed to.
Yeah, Coach, and obviously Frobe had that good first quarter with 8 in the first quarter, and then Hollinger. There's really those two guys today with the scoring: 16 for Frobe, 10 for Hollinger. Hollinger perfect from the field today, 4 of 4 from the field, but also. We talked with you last night about Wade and his rebounding and really the Lancers with the rebounds. The Railers did a good job today. Wade with only 5 rebounds on the game. They had 28 total. He almost had that himself yesterday at 22. So we battled them on the bank boards, and I thought Hollinger was right there and in with a lot of it.
Yeah, I thought Landon done a great job. I thought all our guys, you got to keep every one of them off the boards because, I thought yesterday's game between them and MacArthur, both teams are the same kind of athletes that they just throw it up there and they don't worry about blocking out. They just use their natural ability to go get it. And there was a lot of seams. So we talked about just making contact and being fundamentally sound and blocking people off. And our guys done a nice job, but you have to go get the ball with them because if you stand around and hope the ball's coming to you, you're never going to get it.
Yeah, Coach, and you've got Cam didn't have a good game today, especially from the three-point arc, but he was big down the stretch with those 4 free throws. And looking back here, 12 of 12 from the free throw line.
Yeah, well, I tell the kids all year long that a dozen games are probably going to be won and lost at the free throw line, and I would think today we definitely won one from the free throw line.
Coach, a tough matchup tonight, like you said. You got the Mundelein Mustangs, number 44. It's going to be a big challenge for you guys underneath. He's pretty big, physical, strong, and their guard plays pretty is decent as well. I know you probably haven't had a chance to kind of go over the game plan, but what can we expect for tonight's game?
Well, it's a very skilled team. They got all the parts that you need. They've got a great point guard. Enright's a very good player. He's only a junior, but he's already committed to Drake, and he's a great basketball player. Scoring, yeah, he can score, but I tell you, he makes them go. And then the little guard, the number 1, I'm not sure of his name, but boy, he can shoot. 23 can shoot, and they play hard. And it'll be a
best basketball team we've seen this year,
no doubt. It's as good as any one that I've watched. We're going to have to play. If you want to be a good team, you got to be a good team. So we've got that on our plate for tonight. So. Hopefully, if you're not down here, a trip down the interstate, it would help us out tremendously.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be a tough one, and we know you guys will have the guys are ready, and they'll be ready. So it'll be a fun one back here in a couple hours.
Yeah, not much of a layover, but I'd rather play on the last day than 2 in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think that does a couple things. We're burning our hotel rooms where, if tomorrow or if you get Monday and you're playing that late game, you got from noon to either 6 or 7:30 to find something to do. So it's better to play the 2 games on the last day. But we'll worry about it. We got to play the way it is. It's their tournament. They can set it up however they want.
Yep, and we'll be back here at 6:30. So, Coach, congratulations on the win, and let's go get one more and then play for the big one on Monday.
Well, we hope so.
Coach Neil Alexander here, and Scott, I guess we'll be back here in just a couple hours.
Yeah, a few hours. Go get something to eat, and the Blackburn Beavers are on at 2, so I'm going to go catch that game.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back here at 6 o'clock for some pregame.
Sounds good. A little football going on, so we'll catch that, and we'll be back here.
All right. That'll do it for us here in Collinsville. Our next broadcast will be tonight at 6:30 as the Railers are here in Collinsville to take on the Mustangs from Mundelein. Our broadcast will begin with pregame show starting at 6 o'clock. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer director Paula Kodak, and Josh Komnick, this is Scott Kirby. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 44, the Lancers 35. The Raiders now stand at 11-0. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and we would like to thank our listeners for listening and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you to patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Railer basketball. From Collinsville, Illinois, good afternoon, everyone. It's time to send you back to the studio for today's Best Country on Lincoln Country 96.3 FM.
Rebound and defense